Hi, my name is Jessica Brown, and today I will be giving a persuasive speech on the case for universal health care in America.
My name is Luis Rodriguez.
My name is Miranda O'Reilly.
My name is Oliver Bandit.
My name is Scarlett Rose.
My name is Marco Gonzalez.
My name is Heidi Grantham. Imagine being diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, but avoiding treatment because you are not able to afford it. This is the fate of millions of Americans. It is also something that personally affected me growing up. From a very early age, I was diagnosed with ADHD. That is an illness that affected me mentally and academically, mostly in the academic portion. Growing up, I was always told that I needed to take medications to subside my ADHD. Unfortunately, me and my family were not able to afford it, nor did we have insurance. It affected me academically, as I was not able to take tests, and I severely struggled with my test-taking skills, and I was constantly getting very low scores. I had to be put in special rooms to take my tests. I had to be given extra time to do my assignments. It just affected me in so many different ways, and until I got to high school, to the point where I was able to get a job, and my family was able to have stable jobs, and we were finally able to afford my medication, allowing me to be able to afford my meds to help me succeed in my future, ongoing into college and from there on. Healthcare is not a privilege. It is a human right. Today, I'm going to persuade you all that universal healthcare is not only a moral necessity, but an economic necessity for the United States. The United States invests more in healthcare than any other nation, but ranks poorly in healthcare outcomes. The Commonwealth Fund finds that the US spends nearly $12,000 per person per year on healthcare, yet we rank last among high-income nations in access to care, efficiency, and equity. Moreover, a study published in 2019 in the American Journal of Public Health found that 66.5% of US bankruptcies are caused by medical expenses. No one, and I mean no one, should have to choose between their health and bankruptcy. Come on. Other countries like Canada, the UK, and Germany have universal health care, covering all people and spending far less per capita than in the United States. Studies show that a universal system in the United States would reduce prescription drug prices and administrative expenses, while all citizens get the necessary care that they deserve. One study by the Rand Corporation concluded that a Medicare for All system could save $458 billion annually by eliminating unnecessary administrative expenditures. When people have access to preventative care, they have fewer expensive emergency room visits, which amounts to savings in the long run. Critics argue that universal health care would raise taxes. While this is true, the increase in taxes would be less than the amount Americans currently pay in premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket expenses. In fact, middle-class families would save thousands each year. Thousands. Insane. Another concern is waiting times. However, studies have shown that while elective procedures might wait longer under some universal healthcare systems, access to needed and preventative care rises significantly, leading to better healthcare outcomes across the board. Universal healthcare is not just a political issue, it's a life or death situation. It is morally right, financially sound, and long overdue to a dysfunctional system. Let us join the rest of the developed world in making healthcare a right and not a privilege. Thank you.